Hey boys and girls, I hope you're having a great Thursday. I wanted to hop on and read chapter 3 of our Junie B. Jones book. But first I would like for you to take a minute and I want you to think about something that you're thankful for this week. We can't really get much out of our house and go many places right now. We definitely can't go to school, which I know makes everyone sad. It makes me sad because I miss all of you and I would like nothing more than to be back at school with all of you. But we can't right now, and we don't really have a choice in that. It's to keep everyone safe, and that's the number one most important thing. So I want you to think of something in spite of all that you're feeling really happy about this week and right now, even though I know you're probably bummed that we can't go to school and you're bummed because you can't see your friends and go to music and PE and do all of the fun things that we normally do. So I'm going to share something that I'm thankful for, and I want you to think of something that you're thankful for, and I want you can either comment on the video, or you can have your parents send it through Remind or email, or you can just tell somebody at your house something that you're thankful for. So one thing that I'm thankful for this week is that I'm able to eat breakfast with my daughters every day, and we're able to do some learning and watch some really fun videos. We've been watching, if you haven't heard already, Cincinnati Zoo has a website, and on their website every day at 3 p.m. they do it live, so you can watch it then, but you can also watch it anytime after they've recorded it. So you could go on and watch all the ones that they've done so far. But every morning at breakfast, what we've been doing is we've been watching these videos of these animals, and they give you all kinds of really amazing facts. And I've been learning so much about different animals, things that I didn't know. So I've been enjoying having that time with my own children to learn new things and to explore some different things that I haven't explored yet. And another thing I'm thankful for is that I'm learning a lot of new things about technology that I didn't know. For example, how to upload a YouTube video. So that's another thing that I'm thankful for. So even though I'm sad that I can't see any of you right now and I can't really do much outside of my house, I'm thankful for some of those things that we wouldn't normally get to do if we weren't in this situation. So I want you to think about something you're thankful for, and I want you to let me know or tell someone at your house what's something that you're thankful for during this time. All right, so chapter 3 is twitching. Finally, we got to the row right next to mine. That is where Jose and Lenny sit. When Jose's turn came, he smiled very proud. He said on Saturday his daddy bought him brand new soccer shoes, and he wore them to his soccer game, and he kicked the winning goalie with those things. Lenny went next. He said he got brand new hair gel, plus also he got a thickening cream. A thickening cream can even make the thinnest hair feel rich and full, he said. Whoa, I said. Whoa, said Herb and Jose. Whoa is what we say to be supportive. May sits behind Lenny. She stood up, and she read her paper real loud. This weekend, one thing I did for fun was, on Saturday, I made a pot in my pottery class, and after that, I was punctual to my ballet class. And the teacher said I danced like a gazelle. Mr. Scary did a chuckle. A gazelle, huh? He said. A gazelle is a very graceful animal, isn't it? Yes, said May. Would you like to see me do a few steps? After that, she ran to the front of the room and she started to ballet. But Mr. Scary said to please sit down again. As soon as she got back up, I jumped right up. My turn, I said, real thrilled. I tapped on my chin. Okay, well, let's see now. On Saturday, my grandpa Frank Miller came to babysit me, and he let me roller skate in the house. Plus, also, he let me jump on Mother's bouncy bed. Only pretty soon, I got very pooped, and so I ran into the kitchen, and I drank chocolate milk right out of the carton. Without even a glass, I mean. Whoa, said Herb. Whoa, said Lenny and Jose. Mr. Scary raised his hand to interrupt me. Excuse me, Junie B., he said. Sounds like you had a great time on Saturday, but I'm wondering why you're not reading from your homework paper. Uh-oh. Just then, my heart got poundy and nervous, because I should have thought about that problem. I swallowed real hard. Well, see, I said, kind of quiet. Why aren't I reading? Mr. Scary smiled. It's all right, he said. You can start over. Just take out your paper and read us what you wrote. After that, I stood there very frozen, and I couldn't even move. Mr. Scary crossed his arms at me. You do have a homework paper, don't you, Junie B? He asked next. I stood there a little while longer. Then finally I reached into my desk, and I pulled out the homework I copied from May. I waved it in the air kind of weakish. Here it is, I said. Here's my homework paper. See, it's right here. Mr. Scary nodded. Yes, good. Now you can read it for us, please, he asked. I took a deep breath. Then I looked down at my paper, and I read it silently to just myself. Okay, done, I said. After that, I quick sat down, and I stuffed the paper back into my desk. Mr. Scary came back to where I sit. He said, could he please see my paper? I felt shaky and sickish inside. Very slow, I took out my paper again, and I handed it over. After he read it, he shook his head. Then he took my hand, and he walked me into the hall. It seems that you and May had very similar weekends, doesn't it, Junie B? He said. I did a gulp. Yes, I said, it does. Mr. Scary read my paper once more. So, you take a pottery class, do you? He said. I rocked back and forth on my feet. Yep, I do, I said. I take a pottery class and I make little, pots. Mr. Scary breathed real deep. And let's see, you take a ballet class too, huh? He said. And gee, what a coincidence. On Saturday, your teacher said you dance like a gazelle, I said very fast. Gazelle, said Mr. Scary. Whatever, I said. My teacher sucked in his cheeks and looked at the paper again. And you were punctual, too, he said. That's amazing, isn't it? I looked up at him. Well, not if you get an early start, I said real soft. Mr. Scary bent down next to me. His face was not jolly. Junie B. Jones, do you have any idea how disappointed I am in you right now? Just then tears came in my eyes, and I didn't even expect that trouble. I quick hanged my head so he couldn't see. Sorry, I said. Sorry you're disappointed. Okay, and here's a picture of Mr. Scary and Junie B in the hallway having their talk. Mr. Scary took a big breath. He said we would talk more at recess. Then he gave me a tissue from his pocket, and I wiped my tears. After that, we went back into the room. I sat down at my desk, very slumping. 'Cause what do you know? I didn't look out after all. All right, so chapter 4 is Cheater Pants. And we'll pick up that chapter tomorrow. Okay, so don't forget to name one thing that you're thankful for and tell someone at your house or send me a message and let me know. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later.